The ocean is hiding creatures that shouldn't exist. A fish with a completely transparent head. An octopus that looks like it has elephant ears. A worm that can strike faster than a snake. A shark whose jaws shoot out of its face like something from a horror movie. These aren't aliens, they're real animals that scientists have pulled from the depths of our own planet. The deeper researchers explore, the stranger life becomes. In fact, scientists estimate that we've explored less than a third of the world's oceans, meaning millions of species could still be waiting to be discovered. Every expedition uncovers animals that challenge everything we thought we knew about biology, evolution, and survival. Some glow in complete darkness, some farm bacteria for food. Others can survive pressures that would crush a submarine. So today we're diving into the darkest parts of the ocean to meet the weirdest creatures scientists have ever found. And by the end of this journey, you may decide that Earth is just as strange as any alien planet. When most people think of ocean animals, they picture dolphins, whales, turtles, or colorful coral reefs. But those famous creatures barely scratch the surface. Far below the sunlight lies a world where evolution followed completely different rules. There is no daylight, food is incredibly scarce, temperatures hover just above freezing, and the pressure is so immense that it could crush a human in an instant. Yet life didn't just survive there, it adapted. Over millions of years, animals evolved bizarre bodies, unbelievable hunting strategies, and strange behaviors that seem impossible to us. Some have transparent skin, some have glowing organs, some barely move for years, others swallow prey larger than themselves. Many of these animals were unknown until deep-sea submarines and remotely operated vehicles finally reached their hidden world. Let's descend into the deep and discover the weirdest ocean creatures scientists have ever found. 1. The barrel-eye fish, the creature with a see-through head. Imagine looking through someone's forehead and seeing their eyes floating inside. That's exactly what the barrel-eye fish looks like. Its head is covered by a transparent dome filled with clear fluid. Inside are two bright green tubular eyes that rotate depending on where prey appears. For decades, scientists misunderstood this fish because preserved museum specimens made its transparent head almost invisible. Only when underwater cameras filmed living barrel eyes did researchers discover how its eyes actually worked. Instead of moving its body to track prey, it simply rotates its eyes upward to spot tiny animals silhouetted against faint sunlight. It even steals food from jellyfish while protecting its delicate eyes beneath the transparent shield. It's one of evolution's strangest engineering solutions. 2. The Dumbo octopus, the deep sea's flying elephant. Nearly 4 kilometers beneath the waves lives an octopus unlike any other. The Dumbo octopus gets its name from 2 large fins that resemble elephant ears. Rather than darting around using powerful jets of water like most octopuses, it gracefully glides through the darkness. Living so deep means predators are rare, but food is also scarce, so the Dumbo has evolved to conserve every bit of energy. Unlike other octopuses, it rarely releases ink. There simply isn't much point in wasting precious resources where visibility is almost zero. Instead, it quietly drifts over the seafloor, searching for worms, tiny crustaceans, and shellfish. Its gentle appearance hides an animal perfectly adapted to one of Earth's harshest environments. 3. The goblin shark, a living fossil. If evolution created a monster, it might look like the goblin shark. Its pale pink skin reveals blood vessels beneath the surface. Its flattened snout is packed with sensors that detect electrical signals from hidden prey. But its most terrifying feature is its mouth. When prey gets close, its jaws shoot forward with incredible speed, extending far beyond its face. The victim has almost no chance to escape. Scientists call it a living fossil because its relatives have existed for over 100 million years. Long before Tyrannosaurus rex walked the earth, ancestors of the goblin shark were already hunting beneath ancient seas. Sometimes the weirdest animals aren't new. They're survivors from another world. 4. The Yeti crab, the farmer of the deep. Discovered only in 2005, the Yeti crab immediately stunned scientists. Its claws are covered in silky white hairs. But those hairs aren't decorative, they're miniature farms. The crab lives near hydrothermal vents where toxic chemicals pour from the Earth's crust. Instead of avoiding these deadly environments, it encourages bacteria to grow on its hairy arms. The bacteria feed on the chemicals. The crab then harvests and eats them. It's essentially farming in complete darkness. This extraordinary relationship allows both species to survive in a place where almost nothing else can. 5. The giant isopod, the ocean's armored survivor. At first glance, it resembles an oversized woodlouse. But giant isopods can grow over half a meter long. They roam the deep seafloor searching for anything edible. Food is so rare that they've evolved one incredible survival ability: patience. Some captive giant isopods have survived for several years without eating a single meal. When they finally encounter food, often a dead whale or fish, they gorge themselves until their bodies become enormously swollen. Their thick armor protects them, while their slow metabolism allows them to endure months or even years between meals. They're less hunters than masters of survival. 6. The bobbit worm, the hidden nightmare. The bobbit worm spends most of its life buried beneath sand. Only 5 razor-sharp jaws remain visible. Fish swimming overhead never realize the danger beneath them. Then suddenly, the worm explodes from the seabed with astonishing speed. Its jaws clamp shut and drag the victim underground before nearby fish even notice. Some bobbit worms grow over 3 meters long. For years, aquarium owners reported fish mysteriously disappearing overnight. Eventually, they discovered the culprit buried beneath the substrate. Sometimes the deadliest predator is the one you never see. 7. The vampire squid, the monster that doesn't hunt. Its glowing red eyes and cloak-like webbed arms earned it one of the most frightening names in the ocean. But the vampire squid is surprisingly peaceful. Rather than attacking prey, it feeds on marine snow. That's the endless shower of dead plankton, fish scales, tiny facies, and organic particles drifting through deep water. Using long, sticky filaments, it gathers these particles into edible bundles. It survives by recycling the leftovers of other animals. Even its defense mechanism is unusual. Instead of releasing ink, it wraps itself inside its webbed arms like an inside-out umbrella, hiding its vulnerable body. Sometimes appearances can be incredibly misleading. 8. The sea pig, the ocean floors cleaner. Despite the cute nickname, sea pigs are actually deep-sea sea cucumbers. They slowly walk across muddy sea floors using dozens of tiny tube-like feet. Their job is simple but essential: cleaning. Everyday organic material drifts down from above. Sea pigs vacuum nutrients from the sediment, recycling waste that would otherwise accumulate. After whale falls or large food events, thousands of sea pigs may gather together in enormous herds. Without them, much of the deep ocean would be buried beneath decaying material. Nature depends on even its strangest workers. 9. The anglerfish, the queen of darkness. No list of weird ocean animals is complete without the anglerfish. Living where sunlight never reaches, it creates its own light. A glowing lure hangs above its mouth like a tiny fishing rod. Curious fish approach the mysterious glow. Then the enormous jaws snap shut. Its stomach stretches enough to swallow prey nearly its own size because meals are unpredictable. Even stranger is reproduction. Tiny males permanently fuse to much larger females. Over time, they lose their eyes, fins, and most internal organs until they become a little more than living reproductive organs attached to the female. It's one of the strangest partnerships anywhere in the animal kingdom. 10. The bloody bellycomb. Jelly, a living light show. Drifting silently through the deep ocean is a creature that looks almost invisible. The bloody bellycomb jelly has a transparent body with a dark red stomach. That crimson color serves a surprising purpose. Many deep-sea animals glow after eating bioluminescent prey. The dark stomach hides that glow, preventing predators from spotting a recent meal. Meanwhile, rows of tiny hair-like cilia scatter light into dazzling rainbow colors as it swims. Without muscles, bones, or a brain, it moves with incredible elegance. It's less like an animal and more like a living piece of floating glass. The ocean is Earth's greatest museum of the impossible. Transparent heads, glowing fishing rods, hairy farmers, invisible jelly-like hunters, spring-loaded sharks. Every one of these creatures proves that evolution doesn't care about looking normal. It only cares about survival. And perhaps the most incredible fact of all is this: scientists believe millions of marine species have yet to be discovered. That means somewhere beneath kilometers of dark water, there are animals stranger than anything we've seen today. Creatures waiting for the next deep-sea expedition, the next robotic submarine, the next curious scientist. So the next time someone says aliens must exist somewhere out in space, Remember this. Some of the weirdest life forms ever discovered aren't on another planet. They're living beneath the waves of our own.